How's it going, everyone? I hope you're all doing great, and I hope you're all staying safe. Today's video is another one of those where I try to fix a problem that quite a few people have. And by me, I mean companies that actually know what they're doing. But before this video begins, I'm gonna go on a ramble, so I know a lot of you are not interested in that whatsoever, so skip to here to watch the actual video. I'm sorry, YouTube chapters doesn't seem to work, but it's time to go on a ramble. So, I am happy to say we have officially released the podcast. There was a lot of people asking us to make a podcast. I made a poll on Discord. People said they wanted a podcast. We made a podcast. It's called the Mystify Podcast. Mysticast was taken. And I am happy to say the first episode can be watched on this channel if you want the video form down below. But I'm also super happy and proud to say we are on Spotify. For all you people out there that love Spotify, I love Spotify, we're on Spotify. So if you guys are interested, give us a follow on Spotify. That way we can see how many people we actually have supporting the podcast, which is great because I think this podcast might actually become something. I enjoyed it so much yesterday when we could just sit down, chat about a subject, it wasn't just me making the video, you know, it was other people as well. And a lot of people in the comment section seemed to say that they liked the conversation as well. So basically what's going to happen is the podcasts are going to be released once a week. So it's probably going to be a Sunday or a Monday. It was supposed to be yesterday. However, my PC died multiple times during the editing process. It took us like 5 hours to edit it. So it turned out to be today morning, but it's going to be either a Sunday or a Monday. Sunday late afternoon, Monday, early morning, something along those lines. We're going to talk about a bunch of different subjects. If the people that are doing the podcast with me agree, the next subject is going to be video games and how we kind of got into video games, what our first video games were. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. We get into like these deep subjects. We go off topic. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm smiling so hard right now. It's because it's something I've wanted to do for quite some time. A lot of people told me I have the voice for it, which is a really nice thing to hear. So I'm happy to say it's a thing now. And I'm also happy to say we're gonna have multiple guests on the show, but mostly there is kind of like our little group that are going to run the podcast every week, or at least I hope. You know, I do realize everybody has a life. I don't, but other people do. So they might not be able to make it some weeks. Other than that, we should have our little group set. But enough rambling. Let's move on to the video. So this time we're going to try solve the issue of motion sickness. And yesterday this actually came up during the podcast of how VR can progress with motion sickness and locomotion, etc. So I got contacted by a company making an app that is presumably going to help with motion sickness. It's called VRocker, and it allows you to use your body in order to move in VR. Now this is interesting because we checked out an app earlier on in the channel's history that allowed you to use a bunch of different things to move around in VR. I was using 2 phones that allowed me to move my legs and walk around in VR like that. This one doesn't require any of that. It just requires you to rock your body as if you were walking. I guess you can walk as well if you wanted to make it more realistic and less motion sickening for yourself, but looks super interesting, and I'm really interested to see whether this will fix motion sickness for a bunch of people, because motion sickness is a problem for a lot of people, and that is unfortunate because that means they can't stay in VR for too long. So for this, you do need Steam VR, you do need a VR-capable PC. Unfortunately, I haven't seen anything like this done on the Oculus Quest yet, but if you guys know about it, let me know. I'd love to check it out. So we are going to grab my Oculus Quest 1, launch VRocker, and let's see what it can do. So launching VRocker should be pretty simple. We're actually gonna end up using my Rift S because my Oculus Quest ran out of battery. So to launch VRocker, it's just a Steam app. So I'm just gonna click launch and hopefully it's that simple, because if it's not, I don't actually know what to do. So I need to restart Steam VR apparently, but it's pretty simple. It seems pretty simple. So far it's telling me everything I need to do. So it seems to be a step-by-step process. Pretty cool. I like when apps do that, make my life easier, make your life easier, you know? This makes me look very thick. I'm actually not that thick. Okay, so it's telling me please connect the controllers. Unos, dos. Okay, we have 2 controllers. There's a lot of settings you can change here, like a lot. I mean, wow. I have no clue what any of these mean. I think we're just gonna try launch the tutorial. Yeah, let's launch the tutorial. Let's see how that goes. Okay, let's launch the tutorial and see what happens there. First, set your hand you usually use for movement. No, I think it's left actually. Okay, Let's VRock. Activation for most games. Activate VRocker by touching, not clicking, the stick opposite to the movement controller. Oh. Oh, that is weird. Oh. Okay, that is, that's pretty cool. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is dope. Oh my gosh. Next. Okay, by moving forwards or backwards, so that's one. By moving up and down, so running, or a combination of both. Let's start with rocking. Touch, not click the touchpad. So all you do is you just touch it. You lightly touch it, and you move back and forward. Okay, running in place, we just did that. And wow, we can tweak the speed, etc. That's pretty cool. There's a gun. Okay, let's grab the gun. Where's the gun at? Is that it? I'm blind. I can't tell. Where's the gun? I might have lied. Oh. Oh, that's pretty cool. Sorry about that. Wait. Okay. Get shot. Shot. No. Oh my gosh. No. Hey, I win. Okay. That is pretty cool. Let's actually try and launch a game, shall we? Let's launch VRChat. I mean, sounds like a great idea. VRChat, you know, this is a game where I presume people would be using something like this. You know, they'd be moving around using free locomotion, being able to run around, jog around. I think that would be pretty cool. And honestly, I would use this. Because I do sometimes feel motion sick when I'm rotating. However, if I rotate in real life, that seems to be gone. So this is pretty cool. Oh my god. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. That is actually unbelievable. That is amazing. It works. It totally works. And it works really well. Like, I thought it wouldn't work really well. Ow, that hurt. So I mean, what more is there to say? You can tweak pretty much every setting in this. You can change anything you'd like. The speed, anything is just entirely up to you. This works really well. I am happy with this. Like, I'm totally happy with this. Let's conclude. So, it's amazing, honestly. This is certainly something I see helping with motion sickness, because if I'm correct, motion sickness works in the way where your brain knows that you are not moving. However, if you're actually jogging in place, I think that might help. And while I personally don't have motion sickness, I know people that do, and I know it ruins their immersion in VR. This is amazing, and this could certainly help. So if you guys have motion sickness, I would certainly say check out VRocker on Steam. It's $8.99. They didn't sponsor this video or anything. They just gave me a key to the app to try it out. It is early access, but from what I can see, it works really well. And if you guys do play games like VRChat, for example, and you do want kind of like a movement option that makes it more realistic, and you have a way of not getting tangled in a cable, or you've got an Oculus Quest that's connected using virtual desktop, this is certainly something that I think would help you guys out, and that might be worth trying out if you're one of those people that has motion sickness, or you're like me and just want a cool movement option, because this works really damn well. So congrats to the team over at VRocker. You made a great app that works really well. Thank you so much for sending it over and letting me try it out. Greatly appreciated. And yeah, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. If you guys liked it, please give it a like. If you guys disliked it, I guess this button works too, but please tell me why down in the comment section below. If you guys are not yet part of the community, we're constantly growing. If you guys want to join, we have a Discord down below. We also have a Reddit where I want to see you guys posting your spicy memes. If you guys want to support the channel in any way, shape, or form, I'm saying guys a lot. Guys and gals, I should be saying. We've got merch down below. Join the 360p gang. It's on sale right now for the 30K sale. It's on sale till the 1st of December, so make sure to check out the codes in the latest community post. And if you guys want to be notified about future content coming up on the channel daily, make sure to smack the subscribe button with your forehead, ding my bell, and see you again in the next video. I need to make a rap song out of this. Peace. What do you guys think about haptics in VR? How important is that towards the future?
I like the idea.
It is important, yeah.
Yeah. I love the way you just both instantly agreed on it. And I mean, I agree with you as well. It's why I'm so excited about the B haptics. because
it's a lot cheaper.
exactly
as well.
it is. I don't know if you've like looked into it properly.
Actually didn't.
You didn't? Okay.
Hang on.
Oh my god, your face just like boom.